moment someone challenges you in public, the issue isn't the question, it's the spotlight. And if you fumble it, the whole room learns your authority is negotiable. So, welcome to Solving People Problems, the show where leaders come when the people part of leadership is the hardest part. I'm Brenda Neckbottle, and I've spent 30 years in HR, crisis management, and handling the kind of workplace chaos no one warns you about. So every episode, we get straight to the point. Real problems, real people, real solutions that you can use today. No theory, no sugarcoating, just the tools you need to lead with authority to protect your sanity and keep your team performing at its best. Now, it happens fast. You're mid-sentence laying out direction when suddenly somebody cuts in and says, do we really need to do it this way? Why wasn't I consulted first? Or worse, look, that doesn't make sense. And then suddenly every set of eyes is now on you, not the project, not the plan. They're wondering whether you're going to flinch because public challenges just aren't about disagreement. They're about power, and they're about testing whether you can hold the line when the room is now watching. Most leaders, they will either overreact or snap back defensively, or they'll underreact, laughing it off and pretending like it didn't sting when in reality it really did. So both lose credibility. And here's what works. I'm going to give you this phrase to use. Hey, that's a good question. I'll finish laying out the direction when we'll circle back and address it together. Boom. That one line acknowledges without caving. It holds the floor instead of surrendering it, and it shows the team that you can take heat without losing control. Because authority isn't about avoiding challenge, it's about proving you don't crack under it. Now, can we agree that every time you let a public challenge go unchecked, you're not modeling composure, you're teaching your team that your authority can be bypassed? How many of you who walked out of a meeting replaying what you should have said, knowing you let someone else own the moment? How many of you have swallowed the frustration, hoping no one else noticed, but your team absolutely did? And how many of you have tried to smooth it over later, only to realize the damage was already done in the room? Now, look, I realize this, that authority isn't proven in private. Believe it or not, it's actually tested in public. Because you don't gain respect by snapping back, you gain it by holding steady under pressure. You don't keep credibility by avoiding conflict, you keep it by showing you can navigate it in real time. And you don't lose authority when you challenge, you lose it when you don't respond with clarity. So, where in your leadership are you letting public challenges steal credibility you've already earned? Where are you confusing being nice with being in charge? And what would change if the next time someone tested you in the open, you anchored the room instead of surrendering it? Authority isn't never about being challenged. It's about providing and proving under the spotlight that you still own the room. You still provide clarity. Now, all that's going to change for you. And on October 22nd in Virginia Beach, my Leadership Unleashed live event will show you what to say, when to say it, and why it works. So tense room, settle, and your team moves. Now, it's not just another leadership event, not at all. It's the one room where you finally get the tools to deal with the chaos no one warned you about. Those employees that love to push back, the performance that slips out from underneath everybody, and team dynamics that drain the life out of your leadership. So join me and two Navy SEALs for a full day of high intensity reset that'll shift how you lead under pressure. Because trust, clarity, and control, those don't happen by accident. You build them. So seats are limited, and we might have a VIP spot still available. So go to leadershipunleashedlive.com and book your spot today because those seats are filling up.